Hello and welcome in, Capricorn. This is your reading for any Capricorn placement. Look back on other readings for your other placements. Alrighty. So, as I was asking Spirit, what is it that you need to know, like to kick off the reading? And I just had a crow come to the slider here and start, squawking or whatever. So if that is significant to some of you, that's what's just happened. I also saw somebody tipping their hat. Okay, so I feel for some of you, people are going to tip their hat to you in a way that they're going to recognize you for something you've done, and also tipping the hat as an introduction. So you might be introduced to someone new or to something new. So there's that energy coming through right away. Okay, Spirit is saying that they know that it has not been easy for you lately, and the first card matches that perfectly. So it's like they're saying you're swimming in a way, like, you're trying to keep your head above water in that sense. But you are swimming, you're treading water, in other words. It's what I'm seeing, and that you are moving. You're going to get through this, and you're in a position where if you're treading water, you can swim and you will get to where you're going. So this card talks about your thoughts, your things that are going on, but it's tying you up and you can untie yourself. All right. So this card is not someone else keeping you a prisoner. It's your own thoughts and mind and words that are keeping you a prisoner, and it's something you can swim away from or get away from or undo that for yourself. Okay, there could be some squawking going on. So the crow was squawking, and I said that, but now I'm getting that other people might be talking about you, squawking about you or to you about whatever it is they want and what blah, 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 blah. Just kind of noise to you. But Spirit is saying to stand your ground, and they're showing me kind of like, when you're listening to people talking about you or at you or to you for things, it's almost like you've stepped out of your own body in a way that you're not in tune with your own heart and with your own desires. So, this is just kind of a metaphorical example they're showing me, but it's kind of like your soul is like stepping out because you're listening to other people and you're not one with yourself. So you have to be one with yourself. In other words, you come back to your heart center, and when you're centered, your soul is united with your body in a sense that you are in charge of what you want, your own emotions, your own thoughts, your own beliefs, your own everything. Okay? They're saying you is what matters. You may feel like you don't matter, but Spirit is saying you is what matters. This centered connection to you and your soul and your spirit is the only way for any of us. Okay, but right now this is what you need to hear. So there's a balance of emotions that will happen when you reconnect your soul, spirit, body, mind, and soul, however you want to look at it. Okay? All right, and again, this is showing that this group kind of thing, like people squawking around you or whatever, this is what it's showing. It's like maybe the team is not aligned, or people aren't aligned, or they're not on the same page, or there's just a lot of different opinions, or whatever it is. That's what this card is showing as well. In this card specifically, it doesn't look like everyone's having a battle necessarily, like in some of the Five of Wands cards, but they're all kind of armed with their own passion, because a wand is passion and, an action. So they're all armed with their own passions and actions. See, the wands look different for each person. And that's what's going on, differences of opinion. And, but you have to stay like stuck in yourself here, okay? Stuck with yourself, in other words. All right. So this is you defending, coming back to yourself and saying, hey, you have a place, you have a voice, but you're over there and I'm over here, with me and with my own beliefs, with my own passions. And I'm not going to like muddy that up with all of your other opinions. Okay. And so you might have your head I'm seeing this swirling in your mind. So there might be thoughts and all this swirling like this right here and keeping you stuck. So you're finally going to say, okay, and especially using the guidance of this reading, because that's what readings are for. They're just to kind of spark your understanding. I want you to use your own intuition and see what this means to you. If part of it doesn't mean anything, okay, skip over it, but something in this reading is going to mean something to you and maybe align you a little bit. And that's all that these things, are for. It's for you to feel and to know and to spark your understanding within yourself and then move forward. And then you end up with one of the best cards in the deck. It's everything. It's your all your dreams, all your cups aligned, your family, your desires, your dreams, your hopes. All of this is going to come together because you came together with your heart and soul. Okay, Capricorn? So that's the message. I'm going to leave it here. So just keep going. Look back at previous ones, and just see what you pick up. That's what it's all about. It's resonating with information, but you're the one that's deciding within yourself, within your heart, what resonates. You're not taking something outside of yourself and going, oh, okay, yeah, I want to somehow work myself around to that. It's not that. It has to resonate like a tone, like a frequency within yourself. And that's what each person has to learn to align with and to know and to embody. Okay, so take care and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.